Good evening, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and welcome to another highly entertaining edition of Bulldog Blitz. Well, it's a big celebration here on the campus this morning. The third South State title in 5 years for the Bulldogs, thanks to last night's 41-8 win over Jones. With me, as always, head coach Steve Campbell. Coach, congratulations. 3 South Division titles in 5 years. A great run.
Yes, it is. Very proud of the way the guys played last night. Last night was a big game. You know, all the marbles, and the guys really played hard, came out, set a tempo early, and played 4 full quarters. So we were really pleased with the way we played.
You know, Coach and I are both superstitious, so to keep the winning stuff going, I'm going to make a Back to the Future reference. We don't have the car this week, so at least we got it in there, so we're in good shape for next week. We just have to get the superstitious stuff out of our systems before next week's playoff game. Coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at last night's big win over Jones. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX. And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. And Coach, one of the main things the last 2 weeks, the guys came out with a business-like, focused attitude. Once again, they did it last night. And man, how about the defense setting the tempo with the Damian Jackson interception? Broccoli kicks the field goal. Then DeMond takes it to the house. It's 10-0, 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's always good. Anytime you can get a little cushion there early. Defense really came out, played with a lot of emotion. Really got after the quarterback, and you know, the interception was big, set us up with great field position. We wasn't able to punch it in, but in games like this, anytime you get on the scoreboard first, that's huge. So we went up with a 3-0 lead, and then DeMond makes a great break on the ball and took it back to the house to give us a 10-0 lead. That was really big.
It was amazing how strong the defense was last night because Jones has a terrific running game. You know, I think we're first in the state. They're like third. So, and they were completely shut down, had to pass, and our pass defense was pretty much lights out.
They were. They really played well back there. Damian has played good all year. DeMond, you know, played outstanding and really put some points on the board. I tell you, Ira Smith really played well. Coach Davis had put in a couple of corner blitzes, and Ira came off the edge. And, you know, I really don't think their quarterback knew, you know, where the blitz was coming from. The defensive line did a great job of getting pressure. Santino Davis got back there and put some pressure and got a sack. Horatio Crawford, and of course Chris White played his usual great game. So, you know, a lot of guys contributed on defense.
And they got a couple of field goals to narrow the margin to 10-6, and then right before halftime, coaches always say biggest part of the game is right before halftime and right after halftime. That happened last night with the block punt. Bradley Jacobs takes it back, and it's 17-6 at halftime. A huge momentum boost.
It was. You know, we had got the early jump on them 10-0, and then they had come back with a couple of field goals to cut it to 10-6. And we needed a momentum boost going into halftime, and I believe that was the Flanders that got a piece of it. I saw Lynn Armstrong coming through, and then Bradley Jacobs scooped and scored, and a big play to send us in at the half up by 11. So special teams really played well. I was proud of the way, you know, defensively we came out and set a tone. Offensively, we had 0 turnovers. Now, we wasn't marching the ball up and down the field, but we had 0 turnovers. And Jones led the league in turnover ratio. And then special teams, Sean kicking the ball deep. We were pinning them deep. Defense was playing great. And then to come out and block the kick, you know, all 3 phases, I was proud of the way that they played.
Yeah, and the momentum kept going coming out of the halftime break with that 8-play, 60-yard drive capped off by Vic's 21-yard touchdown run. So it was 24-6, and that drive, considering the circumstances, it seemed like that was one of the best drives of the year at the time and when we needed it, that kind of thing.
It was. You know, anytime you play Jones, they're going to be great on defense. And, you know, each year, you know, that we played them, it's 5 times in a row that we beat them, and that's and each year it's been tough. I mean, they're very good on defense, and there's normally one drive offensively that you can point to that kind of breaks their back. Now, defensively, we've been sticking it to them all day long, but we needed to get a little confidence on offense. We needed to show our defense that, yes, we can, you know, we can score, show ourselves that, yes, we can score. If y'all just keep playing the great defense that we're playing, that we're going to have a chance to win the football game, and that was a big drive. A lot of people stepped up. I believe that was one Jamel Gandy had the big conversion. So that was good. Vic came in. We had our tailbacks blocking. Irvin had a great block on the touchdown run, and so a lot of people contributed there.
Yeah, and Sean got another field goal into the wind, 45 yards to make it 27-6. They got a safety. But then in the fourth quarter, the defense stepped up again. Damon with another pick 6, and then Chris with that long run, 81 yards, which was kind of funny. Great way to cap the night. And we talked about this before, but this team peaking at the right time and the defense really gelling and the offense knowing when to put it together on drives.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. All 3 phases did what we had to do in order to win the football game. You know, defensively, we knew we couldn't let them get behind us. We not only not let them get behind us, I mean, we broke on the football and made some great hits, some great picks, and put pressure on the quarterback all night long. So they did they did a tremendous job. Special teams wise, we kept them in check, made some great coverage plays. I mean, that was huge. To kick the ball off, Sean had great kicks, great coverage, pin them inside the 20, and now they're starting backed up. And then offensively, Jones led the league in turnover ratio. To not put the ball on the ground or throw an interception was huge for us. So I was real pleased with the execution of the game plan out of all 3 phases.
You know, it's amazing. I was thinking about it. Jones has lost only 4 games in the last 2 years. 3 of them were to us. So, you know, that says a lot about how good they are and how impressive this win was.
It does. Jones has an outstanding program. They do a great job of coaching and have a lot of great athletes. And, it's a tribute to our players that they get up for. That's a big rivalry game, and each time that we've played them, something big has been on the line. You know, for the last 2 regular season times that we've played them, it's been for the South State Championship, and then, of course, we played them for the overall state championship. So there's been a lot riding on it, and, all 3 games, the first 2 games were close. Last night really took care of business and put a little distance between us and them. So really proud of the way that the kids prepared themselves to play.
So the 41-8 win clinches another South Division title. Next week, Northwest comes to town in the first round of the state playoffs. But coming up after the break, we're going to switch gears, head over to the Weathers Wenzel Center, and take a look at our 2 basketball teams. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
Technology changes every day, but some things never change. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College knows you want affordable tuition, user-friendliness, and great instructors. They deliver information on demand. They're experts in their field, and they're your link to a social network of personal communication. Seems the more things change, the more things remain the same. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Real-time education just for you.